We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Major League Baseball coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Jacob deGrom gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
In there, 0-1.
First pitch, 6-0-8.
Now here's the pitch.
1-1.
And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Slider, strike 3 called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Slider finds the zone for a strike. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
Count is 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Slow little roller to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Stanton, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike two.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now.
That is home. The shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. Ground ball right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. Yankees turned away early. Mets coming to bat. It's the Subway Series on MLB Network. Garrett Cole gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-0 on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Swinging away and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. LeMahieu's got it. One there. Back to first, and he throws it away.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Conforto is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Runner at second here with one man out. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Robinson.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. One and 0. Here it is. 1-1.
1-1.
2 out here and a runner at second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The set and the 2-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Ready with the payoff pitch. There's ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and one, the pitch. On the ground to the left side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela.
The third baseman.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. In his career, Urshela is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. This is foul right side. Now another try down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Stepping in now, Luke Voigt, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Ball and a strike.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Cano towards second. He's got it. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Rosario stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. This is his first year at the big league level. Fouled off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Full count still. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Cole into the windup. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit out towards second. But Mayhew towards second. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We've played 2 full. And we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Garrett Cole. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 9-1-2 due up. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Aaron Judge will be next. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
3-2.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Weak grounder back to the mound. And that's the second out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. 2 balls and no strikes. The count is Stanton.
2-0.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Tried to hold up there, but the appeal goes down to Rusty Valentine at first, and Rusty ain't convinced, so that's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Now the pitch.
Full count.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-2 pitch. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
At the plate now, Torres, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Into center field. Line drive, base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock in the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 1-0 New York. So now to the plate, Jacob deGrom.
No pitcher.
Fouled away. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stanton has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
Now back, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso. Out in front of it, strike 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
A windup and the 0-2
high count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away, something breaking down.
popped him up. Voit has a play. Second out of the inning.
Now batter, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-0.
No, inside.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
John Porto.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Full sets. Here he comes 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
And this is why you can't lose focus for a second when you're behind the plate. Any mistake a catcher makes has serious consequences. This is a pass ball, and the runner moves into scoring position.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Here's the 2-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Men on third with 2 down. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Comes set, the 0-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And that misses, ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He looks to do some early damage with the bases loaded, both the tying and go-ahead runs aboard. He's set. The 0-1. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 1-1. Here it is. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in two right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Two men are on with two men out. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in two, the pitch. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw to the plate. Oh, and look at the throw from Stanton. He is out at the plate. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Standing in now, Gio Urshela.
The third baseman.
As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Lifted in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there, and that's the first out of the inning. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Stepping in now, Luke Voigt. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Two and 0 now. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. 2-1 after the foul ball there. On its way is pitch number 75. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Brett Gardner waits on deck. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Mets out in front, 2-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've earned 5 walks in the game, and he said that's not only leading to a lot of run-scoring opportunities, but it's also forcing the pitching on the other side to work a lot harder and throw more pitches than they want to.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
No left fielder.
As he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. One strike now from Cole. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Yoenis Cespedes is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. At the plate now, Jake Marisnick. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. High hop, and he barehands it. It's in time.
Now batting. The pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
So now to the plate, Jacob DeGrom. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home.
No strike.
Well, New York Mets fandom has really been taken to another level by that group decked out in orange in right center field. They got their name from the 7-line subway train that serves Citi Field, and it's become quite a big deal here in Queens.
Yeah, Matt, they really do an awesome job rallying the Mets and getting more fans bought into the whole movement. But one of the things I love most about the group is how well they travel. You see cheering sections in other cities, but these guys go all over the country, invade sections of visiting ballparks to root for the Mets. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Judge is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They still lead it 2-1. Into the box now, Garrett Cole. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0 is a slider that misses below the zone.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And there to take this one in is Cano for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. As it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. On the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. In now, Pete Alonso. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Drilled to the left side. Torres has it. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batter, number 6.
To the plate now, Jeff McNeil. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-2.
Ball that time.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. At the plate now, DJ LeMahieu, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a walk in his last trip. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount on this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
At the plate, Torres. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound his zone with all different options.
Ready with the 0-2. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Another 1-2 delivery. Turned on down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
So now to the plate, Gary Sanchez. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Now Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And there's ball two now.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right, so despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here. Into the box now, Luke Voit. Now Voit with a high fly ball out to deep left field. Cespedes retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Yanks strand a pair. Our score remains 2-1. Here's Robbie Cano now.
The second baseman.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Luis Cessa is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Luis Cessa.
In now, Wilson Ramos, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. There goes Cano. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
1 and 2.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Two and two to the Mets catcher.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop,
To the plate now, Ahmed Rosario. And he takes ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A ball and a strike. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. Ball 2.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Cespedes comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. The 1-2 is taken down and in for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. There's Jake Marisnick. He'll get his shot next. Fouled off. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Cespedes takes ball 4 there, and he'll head down to first.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Stepping in now, Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. Struck him out, so two men are dead here, but there's still one big hit away from maybe opening this thing up a bit.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Jacob deGrom.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set, the 0-1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
The set and the 2-2 fouled away. The 2-2, and he fouls this one off. Here's the 2-2, and he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Mets leave them loaded. They lead it 2-1. Jared Hughes is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 28, Jared Hughes. Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder.
So now to the plate, Brett Gardner, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Hughes was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. The 1-0 is laid off of down and in.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
3-1 now to Brett Gardner.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 3-1 is in there for the second strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. There's a line drive base hit to left field.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. He brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Miguel Andujar will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
For the Yankees, number 41, Miguel Andujar.
Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And that misses. 2-1. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Under it is Marisnik, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Into the box, Aaron Judge. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Conforto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And this throw gets away from him.
Next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Rosario's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. They still trail it here, 2-1. Zach Britton is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Zach Britton. Leading up for the net, the first baseman.
At the plate now, Pete Alonso, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1, and it's fouled away. A pause, and the 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Stepping in now, Jeff McNeil, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. One out, nobody on. Fouled off. Again, another foul ball. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here now the 2-2. He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. No hits to this point. Britton pauses. 0-1 pitch on its way. Britton is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, Rick.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They still lead it 2-1. Seth Lugo is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Seth Lugo.
Standing in now, DJ LeMahieu. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
Into the box, Torres. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And the count will be full. Bases are empty, one man out. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner back safely. The 1-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Cespedes will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Quick check on that tying run at first. Just keeping him close. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. At the plate now, Gio Urshela. Here's a pop-up now. Alonso over to his left. And that retires the side. Yanks leave 1. They're down 2-1. Tyler Wade is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter.
Number 14.
Adam Ottavino is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Adam Ottavino. Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman,
Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. Fouled away. It was a walk in his last trip. Cano waiting on the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He stays alive, still 2-2.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 2-2.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Gardner is right there, one down.
Up next to the net, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
In now, Wilson Ramos, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now. 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 3-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stanton has a read on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
To the plate now, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
The left fielder, number 52, Joe Hibbett.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Don't want to forget about him. And another throw over. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees 1. Edwin Diaz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Edwin Diaz. Leading off the first baseman.
Standing in now, Luke Voigt. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Diaz, a native of Puerto Rico. This is his first year at the big league level. The 1-1 hit hard up the middle. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. So the tying run is aboard here in the 9th.
Now batting, The center fielder, Brett.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So now to the plate, Brett Gardner. As the first pitch here's have been high, it's ball one. They'll be looking for something that could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-0 delivery.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Clint Frazier will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
77, Clint Frazier.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Line towards center field. Marisnick will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Into the box, Aaron Judge, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Hit hard. Foul. A sold-out crowd of 41,800 get to their feet now in Flushing. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The New York Mets led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jacob deGrom gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Edwin Diaz records the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Yankees, 1 run, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners